Powerhouse, presented by Alliant Energy.
Alliant Energy, we're on for you.
Welcome back to Powerhouse. We're back with historic preservation specialist Bob Yapp. And Bob, let's talk about those old windows.
Well, what's interesting about the double hung, one on the top and one on the bottom, was it was invented in the 1400s as an air conditioning system. You lower the top sash 3 inches, raise the bottom sash 3 inches. It takes all the hot air and humidity out the top and brings cool breezes in the bottom. They've done infrared around it, and it looks like a vortex going around the window. 12 to 15% energy savings on air conditioning in the summer. And in the Midwest, you know, it gets awfully humid and hot here.
Absolutely. If you use it appropriately,
right?
that's quite a
so,
savings.
you know, and I'm a Midwestern fat boy who loves air conditioning. I don't turn mine on until late July, and it goes off by the end of August because I use my windows this way. Now, what people hate about old window sashes is that they rattle and there's all kinds of old paint on them and the putty falls out because people don't know how to do the putty properly. So we create a track system, and basically it's a slot in the side of the sash. What we want to avoid is cutting off the edge of the sash like a lot of these jam kits have. So this is made in Chicago. It's just a piece of metal, and it's made out of bronze, and it goes in the track like this, and the window goes up and down on that. It creates a track, stops the rattling, stops all air infiltration.
Nice seal.
Yeah, and we put it all the way around, and where these two meet in the middle. Now, that's important. Now, how do you take care of getting more energy efficiency? Well, most everyone has seen this. This is a traditional wood screen. It has mortise and tenon joists. It's well made. But on the inside, it has removable glass panels. And these glass panels come out, and there is a weather stripping built into this that goes right back into this rabbet and seals that tightly. So you never have to take these off. Once you've painted them for 15 years, if you paint them properly, you don't have to take them down because you can take the glass panels out from the inside.
And you have top and bottom screen.
Right. But ever since we had the aluminum self-storing triple track storm, you know, the one that breaks off your fingernails, we don't have a screen on the top with those, only on the bottom. So everybody painted their window sashes shut. And this is not a Gothic torture tool, but it is a window zipper. And it has little saw teeth here, and you cut a paint line, and it frees up the window sashes.
So then you could use the windows the way they were intended.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then you can get to the top and pull that panel out and pull this one out when you raise the lower sash. It's a neat storm made right here in Iowa. Now, lead paint. This is a dangerous tool. This is called a heat gun. Do not use this tool. This tool will get you sick. Most rehabbers that are getting lead poison, we often find, are using heat guns. This will heat it up to 800 degrees. Lead paint vaporizes at 640. The Swedes invented an infrared heating device that only goes up to 550 degrees, not 640, so it never vaporizes the lead paint, pulls the resin in the wood up to the surface, pops the paint off just like that, and the putty, and it comes out of the window sashes. So it's really important to use lead-safe things and to always wear a double-filtered mask with the purple filters whenever you're working with lead paint, and never dry scrape anything. If you're going to scrape something with a scraper that has lead paint, or you think it does, wet it down first.
Okay.
Now, the other thing that makes everybody nuts is the fact that the red putty that everybody's so used to seeing in the hardware stores is made with soybean oil. And so you can't paint it. It doesn't cure enough to paint it for 28 days. And if you don't paint it, it will fail. And if you do paint it, it will fail. And so the frustration with glazing putty has been derived from soybean-based putty. So we always recommend there's a blue kind that you can get, and there's several others. Look for boiled linseed oil. If it has that in it, it'll skin over in 24 hours and be paintable. Now, if the window has rot, like this spindle has, this is called a baluster or a spindle, so much rot you can stick your finger into it, you don't have to throw the window sash away. You can actually use architectural epoxies. Feel how light that ball of it is.
Oh, yeah.
But it's structurally stronger than the wood itself. This took 19 minutes and less than $2 in material, and this would have cost around $40 to have made.
Yeah.
So we save a ton of money.
And it's a natural piece.
That's right.
From the house.
So if you want to save money and be energy efficient, don't replace things, restore them.
Good. Boy, this is such great information. It's been a joy talking with
It
you.
works, doesn't it?
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, you bet.
Stay with us. We'll be back with more Powerhouse.